So finally, let's make that key object disappear. Now I don't want to destroy it because we're storing a reference to it in the player script. What I want to do is disable all the renderers. Now, because this is a complex object, it has 4 children in this case, so there's 4 renderers that are children of the game object that I have referenced. So I can't do like I did in the trigger volume. I can't just say render enabled equals false. I need to do that on all the children game objects of the main green key game object. Okay. It's been a while since I did something like this, so I had to go and look it up first. Let's clean this up. So before we set it to null, let's just disable all the renderers. I'm going to create a function that is specifically going to disable all renderers. Okay. So again, before we set that trigger item to null, let's just disable all the renderers of that key. So the key gives the illusion of disappearing because we stored it in the inventory. So we have the key. We don't want to destroy it, otherwise we'll lose that reference. So we'll just disable the renderers. So how do we do that? First of all, we need to create an array of renderers. So all the renderers that are children of that game object. So var all renderers, and this will be of type renderer, but it's an array, so we use the square brackets. Now what's that going to equal? All renderers is going to equal, it's going to equal the trigger script trigger item dot get components in children dot I think it's these. Okay, we're looking for the renderer, and then we'll create a for loop and we'll go through each one of those renderers in that array and we'll just disable it. Or this will be a type renderer in all renderers. For the variable that we're creating, the variable child renderer, which will be of type renderer in our all renderers array. So for each renderer in our renderers array, I'm going to set enabled to equal false. Okay, so we're adding the item to our inventory. Then we're going to disable all the renderers here, and then we're going to set the trigger item to null. Let's see if all that's come together. Okay, so even if I leave that there, you can see it happening at least on one of the items. Okay, so there's our key. We enter the trigger volume. GUI lets us know. We press E, and there we go. If I hit pause, see that renderer has been disabled. Enabled as false on every child of the green key item. And if we look at the trigger volume, there is now no item associated. So if we come back here, we can't pick up another one. It's gone. So we're not just going to keep picking up items that aren't there. And if we look on the player, we've added the green key to the inventory. That's great. There we have it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to, because that was a bit technical, all that stuff, so I'm going to do a script review like I normally do here. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in. I'll leave that there. So there's the variables. There's the start function. And then we'll look at the 3 trigger events. Okay, I'm going to go to the player script and do the same. First we'll look at those variables. Then we have the update function, where we check for a key pressed and we're in the zone. On GUI to let us know that we're in the zone to press the E. And the function that disables all the renderers. No, I've just thought of something, but I'm just going to make another video for that.